we go. I do believe we're live, so I'll say, indeed. And greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. What a dear pleasure it is to have you here again on another conscious evolution, another opportunity for us to find ourselves present in such a fine moment. I am in a tree. Very conveniently, it is a little tree house. One of these last places we're staying at. Isn't that nice? I don't know if this is in the listing. They clearly don't want people going in there because that's like a storage closet essentially. But I'm in a tree. My inner child is happy. Put you here a little bit. Yeah, it's different perspective. Did I? Where are we now? Uh, Kumani, formerly Queenstown. Yep. It's inland again. About 3-ish hours drive from the ocean into South Africa again. We are on our way back home. Last time I saw the ocean is gonna be yesterday for a while. Oh yes, no topic. Freeze, complete freedom for Sam to fuck around and break the rules. Yeah. I just realized that I didn't set a stream topic. Something melts is in a tree. Alright, that's the stream topic. Something in tree sitting in this. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes we sit in trees. Sometimes. I think this is? No, it's not my first one. It's like my third-ish stream ever that happens to be in a tree. Especially these ones. It's been a while, so I'm excited. Did I miss some context? En Europa? Is dat een zwembad? Oh, okay. Oh well, for the dip, there's a swimming pool here apparently. I'm surprised, actually. It is nice and small. I'll be in the Atlantic Ocean Blue today. It's been a while. There we go. Now I'm getting the context. Look at you, Jaju. Go swim. Thank you for letting us know that you're having that experience as well. It makes me happy to know this. It really is one of those experiences that is worthy of being had. The ocean is powerful. Scarily so. I did get mildly injured yesterday, but look at that. It's all patched up. Got cleaned out. Got some antibacterial salve on it. Got a blister kind, like gel type plaster over the actual wound. And then, of course, this piece over top of all of that to keep it in place for as long as possible. Patch myself up. Technically, Mom did most of the patching up. We sat outside of the place we had lunch, I guess, on the grass and patched me up. It was very wholesome. It was nice getting my mom's help like that. I did technically make a mistake or do something that's against the rules. In my rules, I put the wedding cake with the mimosa pieces, and I think I just got another few mimosa pieces. Doesn't really matter. but I do like the variety. I was born in the saltwater and grew up there. I've only recently been in the swamp. How about that? That is some lore. Tell us, you did say you were Florida based, but tell us, I'm curious, how long has it been since the last time you saw the ocean in that case? There are some of these sun beetles here too. I'll make the audio a little bit more crispy. Might sound a little bit more processed too, but those beetles aren't close. If they're really close, I'll turn it on again. I had a hospital birth, but by the way, my mom used to bitch about me. You'd think I was born in a bar. Hmm. Very green, but not in a bad way. Smells fresh. What is today's stream topic? I don't really think there is one, technically. Not a defined stream topic for today. Maybe we can talk about something adjacent to taking care of things. Right, I could have probably just like roughed it, if you will. Let my wound heal itself. Old natural. But patching myself up a little bit feels like I'm showing some care, you know? It's nice to care for yourself a little bit every now and then. Show you that you care about you. You know? It really isn't that hard. It doesn't take that much, but a little bit goes a long way. Now I'm gonna swappy boppy you around. Put you like right there. Yeah, how about that? How about that for a perspectives? Suddenly the hat makes more sense now. Yeah, hiding away from the sun. I've been trying to take as good a care of my skin as I can. As I can. It's still been intense. I have gained a lot of respect in my older years for how powerful the sun is. This is the wedding cake, Sam. That's why I had to make sure. I had to make sure I get a piece of wedding cake. It is nice. This tree is beautiful. All of these vines growing up it. That'll do it. There's still some more left in there. It's not going to be the most tasty hit, but let's not be wasteful. Really has been an experience of taking the moments where I get them. Doesn't actually make sense. where it's all hiding in there. Ooh, those last ones do get you. What an experience it is to travel with the family again. Since stream topic is undefined, I think I can say whatever I want. And there has been some tensions. One thing that I've noticed about me is that I do not appreciate having someone tell me my character. There was a moment today, and some of you friends know that I do believe our species as a collective should prioritize a kind of universal basic income so that every single person at least has the bare minimum to continue surviving. And I do, at the same time, believe that business and hard work and the pursuit of success, whatever that means to the person, isn't going to be something that goes away, right? But then something was said today, and I won't even share the name, but something was said today about me, you, I get told, think people should just get money for doing nothing. We think people should get money for building businesses, right? And I took issue with that statement because this, in a way, is something that I'm building, right? Not a business in the traditional sense, but I am providing something of value, even if it's only valuable to me. The willingness to show up for something, at least in my mind, has some sort of ethereal value to it. I'm lucky enough to be born in an age where my particular way of doing things actually works. But it's been this struggle, at least in my mind, of trying to justify my existence. Right? I feel like the way that I exist and the things that I think, the ideas that I value, kuster is a word in Afrikaans. Kuster hierdie ideas. So, like they're special to me. I do a lot of defending them. And it does seem like there is a certain level of dismissiveness. And I have to try and understand why that arises as well. The way that I reason is that it's a matter of priorities. And a certain way of doing things. And it's like the way I do things, at least in some ways, seems to be wrong. And it's not like that for everybody, right? Like there are many different ways of being in that way. And I feel like I maybe also need to be better at allowing for that difference. Today's conversation that got like a little bit loopy and stuck was an excitement again for electric vehicles and solar on your roof that allows you to drive with sunlight. And I got called unrealistic. And I understand that these things cost money. right? But I feel it's almost like even the consideration of change needs to be affordable before it needs to be discussed. I do a lot of justifying in my own mind when I try to get myself somewhere. There's a justification for everything. And I would like to believe that I'm trying to move myself and those that I have around me towards an ideal or a state of being that is going to be beneficial to all involved, right? I value my time and where it is I'm going. So why wouldn't I want you, a person that I love dearly, to go there with me? The current is set up so that everyone on the bottom suffers as much as possible. That's why there's so much pushback. The systemic harm isn't a bug, it's a feature. I don't get it, Sam. Right? Like then these kind of conspiracies about pain being a resource that lizard people or something harvest, then suddenly it starts making sense. But I don't want to start making sense of all of that. I'm sitting in a tree right now. I'm sitting in a tree. In a tree. There's a little house next to me. Am I doing something wrong? I really don't feel I am. I'm not earning anybody's business money right now. And for the most part, I tend to be okay with that. I only really spend money on something that I do with justification. And as a result, certainty, believe that it would in fact improve my quality of life. Even better if it improves the quality of life of the people around me as well. Trying to predict what change is coming. Not always easy, is it? A desperate worker will work hardest. That's what it boils down to, JBs. It does make a little bit of sense when you frame it like that as well. Very wise. Does make it a little bit sad though. Makes me think about the pursuit of happiness, the movie, the Will Smith. Yeah. The thing that I really mourn more and more are the ones that fall through the cracks kind of thing. Right? Not every story gets told, but there are so many of them. I can't imagine how much hurt and suffering there must be in the world. I don't think I'm supposed to imagine. I can reduce harm. gonna let you in on some more of the background noises. This place does have a soundscape. There is some vehicle in the background, but that's fine. It's mostly water running, Furbies tweeting, and those dudes. They are so loud. Moving on. Hey all, hey Nancy. It's nice having you here. Holster spatter. Love to you. Love to you, Sam. That's awesome. Change is the small steps to make a dollar. More in Mel, Sam Coon, Nancy and Joe, who is surely lurking. Darren, it's nice having you here with us too. We find ourselves present in a tree. I don't know if I've actually physically touched. I mean, I did technically on the way up, but I'm gonna lay a foot against a big old tree. I could spend a whole day with a tree like this. A little spot like this, I could just sit up here the whole day. Really get to know the spirit of this place. Storage. Storage is necessary too. I feel like this place was built at one point for kids, maybe. But do you want your kids to climb up a semi-railed space? I mean, it's you have to really try to fall off. Love our tree friends. Love to you, Nancy. Right? Getting to be one of the tree friends. Getting to listen to them. What must that be like? I heard this trip that we went on that in the forests that we passed through, all of the trees know about each other and accept one another. And if you, as a new baby tree, want to grow, you have to be accepted by the trees around you. And they'll like feed you nutrients and stuff, right? Because you don't have as much access to the environment as they do. And yeah, that's how it be. Just imagining, what that must be like to be like an outsider in that way. Right? And you have to like make your point. You have to be like a cool little dude. Cool little baby tree dude. Kind of speak for yourself. Be like, oh, this and that. This is me and this is my intention. Am I anthropomorphizing too much? I do like to believe that there is a whole intricate world going on in there. Part of me wants to see if I connect you friends to my hotspot, if it will be better. I'm gonna test it again. Changes the small steps, it's true. Yeah, no, this is not going to give us much to work with. But oh, it's a 444 right now, of course. The universe knows. Well enough, at least. Well enough, at least. I appreciate you being here with me. It really was a dear pleasure finding you friends here in a tree with me again. Last time I was in a tree like this is quite a while ago, and many things have changed, and I have changed with them. It's curious to me to see how I have grown very pain tolerant. I don't know if that's something to be happy about or proud of noticing, but it feels like there is a lot more Adidas in this space, I'll tell you. There's a lot more room in my experiencer for an experience as it is, right? Instead of as I want it to be. For instance, one of the first things that I thought when I did look inside that room is how I would love to clean it and take away all of the stuff that's been stored somewhat unnecessarily in that space. And what making it nice would look like. You can turn this space into something special. You can turn this space into something people come to this place for, right? I would be more likely to book this place if I knew this space was really nice. And I could like ask for it as well. Be like, I want it on that day. Make it nice and cozy. Big old cushions and pillows. Maybe some of those bean bags or something. Put some drinks up here and a little mini fridge or something that you can. Yeah, you can solar power it from an array on that roof. But again, in this moment, I get to appreciate this place for exactly what it is. Right? I don't have to immediately, at least, do anything differently. But in being up here, it gives me ideas like that too. Having the tree. as I'm looking into the space, my mind is just reeling with possibility. I think maybe that's why sometimes we can find ourselves so critical. Like all of us do have so much capacity to imagine how beautiful something could be. But every single one of us have like a uniqueness to our perspective that makes certain things beautiful to us and maybe not to others. There's a certain trust in yourself to show up in that way. Like the way that I would want to like add depth to the space again, all of the previous things I mentioned, and maybe even doing designs on those walls, right? So that the wall that you're looking at, it is a building that needs to be there. Doesn't have to be an obstruction, right? It can be a canvas. You can make it super trippy even. You can make it a forced perspective from back here. I'm actively adjusting what I find valuable. Maybe adjusting is not the right word. Maybe evaluating, assessing the way I want things. And it's so interesting how every single space brings with it a certain quality like that. I am hoping that that was just a backfire, as we say. I'm looking forward to exploring the space a little bit more. I think I'll even show you. Yeah, show you as much as I can. Let's see if the interwebs holds up properly. I'll put things away little by little. There we go. They agreed. So much green to see. There is more green still. I'm gonna show you some flowers that I'm really bamboozled by. Like I really like them. 5 petaled, red, kind of like these little shell-like curls in on themselves kinds. I've got most everything. Now I'll take you down. Hey. That's where we just were. I did promise you flowers though, so I'm gonna put my yoga mat down. Bop. And I'll take you for a walk. Put this down here as well. Nice. Traveling lighter. Here are those flowers that I told you about. Oh, they're closing. Some of them are closing, or some of them are maybe just opening. Yeah, no, they're definitely closing. Let me show you these ones. Isn't that something? This is a yard. I thought you were in a forest. Talk about goals. This place is super cool. You're so right. You really do get to experience some contrast shock in some of these places. Nice, nice, nice. There's some pretty flowers here as well. Hé, om op je livestream te wees.
Maar
As jy vir mense wil hallo sê, kan jy?
ja, ik weet het.
Say hello.
Hi.
Thank you for the space. By YouTube, basically, yeah. She's super nice. Like when we arrived, she was still busy with my room and me asking if I can use the bathroom. Like she had this giggle as well of like, "You're allowed to use the bathroom, my bro." And I was like, "I'm sorry." Oh, here's the pool. Discovered. Poolio discoverum. Let's feel the water. It's gonna be cold. Whew. Not freezing, but it's not warm. It's warmer than the ocean was yesterday. Like a lot. Like a lot more. So I guess contrast wise, it's not that bad. Look at that. I really do like these flowers. They make me happy. Feels nice. Very, very nice. And here we're in a little, almost like drying space, the back area. TV board. Actually, we came through this side. Internet is rock solid for a change. I'm not used to all this clarity. Yeah, it is funny like that sometimes, Mojo. I am streaming on mobile data, and they do seem to have 4G towers. The tower is actually really high, and we are really close to it, so that might have something to do with it. It's nice to share this moment in clarity with you, friends. Hey, spotted a feather. All right, all right, cool, cool. We're gonna have to do something about that. There are more here, but this is the first one that I saw. Let's put this. Oh, I did kind of break it. It's not a completely bow-busted lead. I can maybe try and salvage. Hmm. I mean, it's another one for the hat. These are all feathers that I picked up while we kept moving. Cut some shells yesterday too. Yeah, 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 yeah. Feel like this hat finally got some life. Like it got like a soul imbued into it. It protected me probably from so much skin damage. Probably took some damage in my stead instead. MeltMore. Hey, Angelina. How you doing? Internet is rock solid. What you doing? I just put another feather on my hat. Other than that, I'm just happy to be present. It is time for me to say goodbye though, so I will do so. I thank you, friends, for joining me. Looks cool. Thank you. Namaste. Appreciate the love. I appreciate you. Thank you, friends, for joining me, for showing up for these streams, even if you don't know what's waiting at all. No title, even, just a day number. Well, and here you were anyway. I appreciate you, friends. Thank you for spending some time. See you again real soon. Goodbye for today, everyone. Love to